My name is Mario. I am a 25-year-old man living in a bustling city filled with vibrant colors and the noise of life that never seems to stop. I work at a local cafe where I brew coffee and serve pastries. People love the warmth of my smile and the way I remember their favorite orders. It is a little cafe, but it has a charm that draws in guests morning and night. However, my world, which seemed so cozy and predictable, was about to be shaken by someone I thought I could trust. That someone was my best friend, Alex. We met in high school and became inseparable, but people change, and so did Alex. He never learned the value of loyalty, and he loved to cheat, whether in card games or when it came to relationships. I caught wind of rumors that he was seeing Sarah, the girl I had been crushing on for months. I had told him about my feelings, and here he was, going behind my back. This was a betrayal that my heart could not easily bear, and it stirred a storm within me that demanded action. The problem was clear. I had to confront Alex and expose him for the cheat he was. I decided to approach this situation with a clear head. I would confront Alex and demand that he come clean to Sarah before she got too attached. Perhaps I could salvage my friendship, but of course I was nervous. I did not want to fight my best friend, but I refused to be a doormat. Gathering my courage took a while, but when I finally approached him at the park one sunny afternoon, everything went terribly wrong. Instead of admitting his wrongdoing, he laughed in my face and claimed there was nothing going on between him and Sarah. He labeled me the jealous friend who could not see the truth about myself. My stomach twisted in knots as my anger grew. I had to defend my honor, but my words fell on deaf ears. I left that conversation feeling smaller than ever before, and my heart sank further when I saw them together just days later, laughing and holding hands. The original problem had spiraled into a much larger one. Not only was my friendship with Alex at stake, but I was also losing Sarah without even having a chance. Stricken with a sense of desperation, I hatched a plan. I thought perhaps if I could expose Alex's true colors, Sarah would see that he was a cheat and leave him. I started digging. I talked to other friends who shared the same concerns about Alex. I gathered stories and evidence, building my case against him in secret. But with each conversation, it seemed the walls were closing tighter around me. Alex became aware that something was wrong. He confronted me, accusing me of slandering his name to his girlfriend. I tried to explain that I was trying to protect her, but he would not listen. Instead, he threatened to cut me off from our friend group completely, causing me to panic. My heart sank even lower. It appeared that every time I took a step forward, I only took two back. I was beginning to feel the weight of the situation bury me. Feeling utterly defeated with nowhere else to turn, I reached out to Sarah directly. I debated whether or not to tell her the truth about Alex, but time was running out. I did this with fear in my heart, knowing I risked everything by getting involved. I arranged to meet her at the cafe, my place of solace, hoping it would feel like a safe space. As we talked, I tried to approach the topic delicately, but Sarah seemed to started doubting my intentions and reacted defensively. She accused me of trying to meddle in her life without reason. My heart pounded as I handed her my carefully collected evidence, hoping she would recognize the truth. Instead, it seemed to backfire. Sarah got upset, claiming I was trying to ruin her happiness. I felt crushed as she stormed out, confirming everything I feared. Maybe I was indeed just a jealous friend trying to cause trouble. I thought nothing could hurt worse than this realization, but apparently I was wrong. I spent the next few days in silence, the laughter of my cafe patrons fading into a dull hum. I fully believed my situation was hopeless and felt like a complete outcast. Shortly after, I learned that Sarah had decided to go on a date with Alex. This felt like salt in the wound. I had lost everything. My best friend had betrayed me and destroyed my chances with the girl I had fallen for. I was at my lowest point when I realized something needed to change. I could not just let this go. I had to do something that would make him pay for his deception. It was not about revenge for the sake of it. It became a matter of my pride and self-worth. With a new fire igniting within me, I set out to formulate my final plan. I waited until the evening of their third date at a popular restaurant known for its romantic ambience. I decided to disrupt their perfect little evening. I enlisted some help from a couple of mutual friends who were as tired of Alex's antics as I was. We made a plan that involved a well-timed surprise. When I confidently waltzed into the restaurant, Alex's face changed as he saw me. I approached them with a lifted chin and a smile as wide as my courage allowed. I spoke loudly enough for nearby tables to hear, delivering crushing truths about our past and his cheater nature in vivid detail. I revealed stories of how he had betrayed not only me but also others who had trusted him. The shocked expressions on the patrons' faces fueled my momentum. Sarah's jaw dropped, and in that moment her trust in Alex shattered. She demanded a reaction from him, and the air was thick with tension. Alex stammered, scrambling to formulate a response, but the words escaped him. Seeing his power dwindle felt exhilarating. The tables turned. As the realization of his deception dawned on Sarah, she turned her back on him and stormed out, leaving Alex to grapple with the consequences of his behavior. The restaurant, filled with murmurs and surprised glances, felt like a battleground where I had finally claimed my victory. I may have lost my friendship with Alex, but I felt a sense of liberation wash over me as I turned away and walked out. It did not matter if people were talking because I had reclaimed my dignity in a way I never thought possible. Stepping into the night air, I felt transformed. Weeks passed, and my life slowly shifted back to the normal routine of the cafe. I felt lighter, though I remained cautious in my dealings with people. I learned the importance of trust in friendships and how vital it is to confront issues rather than let them fester. Although the betrayal stung, it had sparked something within me that would never dim. To my surprise, Sarah reached out again, seeking an actual conversation this time. She expressed her gratitude for opening her eyes to Alex's true character. In the end, I not only reclaimed my voice but also found a new companion in Sarah, who understood my struggle and appreciated my honesty. What began as a painful betrayal had turned into an unexpected bond. It seemed there was a poetic twist to my journey of revenge after all, teaching me that sometimes the path to liberation comes with risks, but can ultimately lead to new beginnings.